Hello guys, welcome back to another video of the model railways. We've got tomorrow night left of filming on the model railways for this week. I have got my trains back from Halsworthy model railway shop. They haven't been repaired. Sort of minor flaws with the Flying Scotsman railroad model, but it is still available for people who want to buy the Flying Scotsman. I'll be careful though, you, Miss Flossie, that's wire. Be careful. You don't get that stuff stuck in your balls. That stuff is very dangerous for a kitty cat. Do you choke on stuff like this? You don't let go in your testing, I'll tell you not much. It's not for a toy to play with. Don't chase Mr. Darcy as being a pain about. No. You're not having my stuff. You can't have it. Cheeky bugger. Right. Yeah. You can eat a bit then, so I'm fine with that. Yeah. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch and TikTok. Links will be down in the description. I hope you had a great day. I know I did. I got my locomotives back from the shop, been repaired. It only cost me £14, so it's pretty good. So, we're going to have a little special event tomorrow night. Not so much tonight, but we are going to run some trains. We haven't run it in a fair while. What other locomotive have we been running? We haven't seen the 37 for a while, have we? True to be fair, that needs repair as well, but I'm going to hopefully get it done myself. Just need a bit of wire attached into the bottom of the loco, and I think it should be fine. So the 57 has been run off camera before I started filming. Well, before I had my dinner, but we're going to have I don't know which train to run. Yes, the Triumph 31 has got a minor flaw, but I think I can do that over the weekend. I can get that fixed. It's just a minor flaw issue on that locomotive, but I can sort out myself. But there's certain things I can't repair for myself because I'm well under experienced and I don't have much knowledge of the locomotives in that aspect. So yes, my favourite Uni is going to come out first. She's going to come out to have a running session before I get all the other locomotives out. How are you guys doing this evening? Doing well? It's a bit of a miserable day for us. Apart from the lack of sleep I got last night, I'm doing alright. I do eventually get sleep, but it was so late in the morning. Well, early, should I say. It was very early. So yeah, it was pretty damn hard all night for that. Yeah, not great at all. So the controller's on. The switch points have not been changed over in this section. Just give them a nudge now. Hopefully we get some life from these. Well, I've got a fault there. It's just a helping hand to nudge the point for bringing it out onto the line because there's no life coming from the controller. What does that mean generally? Generally means that the point on one section of it is, well, it's not very active for the motor, so it should be active for. Just bring it over out to that point. Make sure it's burst into life. So when you guys are going to see the model railway layout? Well, March, guys. March is going to be time. Assuming that everything else doesn't get in the way, you know, like finance, You can see like that. But yeah, so basically, all these locomotives you see on the layout now, even ones you originally seen but in the past videos, with the Flying Scotsman, the 57, GWR Castle class, I can't remember the name of the lady said it. Because this layout is on a smaller scale to what it was originally, means you can run around a lot more freely now, and a lot more high speed without falling off or falling down or do anything. So it's much nicer for that. I think that, it is off to the side. She's still running, so just put it in the cabinet. Make sure you hit that up bell icon and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. I'm preparing some more positive videos for the future, and I'm going to be doing some video gameplay Thursday and Friday this week. And that will only be occasionally. I'm not doing it regularly, just going to do it occasionally. I want to sit and I want to have a chat for a short time, but stay tuned to how to build my model. Well, I'm going to be showing you that in March. Stay tuned in March for the second part to happen. The Flying Scotsman does run. She hasn't run in yet since I only had her back today. Yeah. They don't charge you a lot for a pair actually, the place I got it pair from. Pretty cool. But yeah, the HST is a gorgeous train. Definitely very gorgeous train. She's not the cheapest, but she's a lovely train now. It's definitely in line of first favourite with the 47 by Batman. But I never had a 47 by Hornby, not particularly, because it was a budget one. And they never always liability always sit properly. So what train we're going to have running out tonight? We're going to have the 57 out tonight. Yeah, first one that came back. What's the other one came back? Well, 57 was one of them, as I said. Second one came back as Flying Scotsman, and 47 in red coal sector livery, I think, something like that. So she's going to be off the tracks for most of the season, in the 43. We're going to have the 57 running and just have a bit of fun running this locomotive because Castle class GWR 57 by Batman W scale has been fixed. Her lights work really well actually. As you can hear, her engine is a little bit rough, but then that's to be expected for the first time in a very long time since she's been maybe just over 2 weeks since I took her in for a repair. Chuck, who fixed it for me, was a very nice fella, and he's done a very great job on fixing the lights for me on this train. Really great job. I'm impressed. I highly recommend going to these places in Horses if you're playing the trains, because they do a great job fixing the trains. For a cheap price too. It's only like £14 for 2 repairs for 2 locomotives. The other one's just way too past it, but that's alright for now. So I will get a new 47 by Batman, Dumbo scale, at some point. Maybe this summer. I'll get a new 47 for the layout, but right now, obviously I need to focus on building them up of the railway, and putting cork underneath, and laying that down, and basically working that as my aim first. Now I don't understand why this keeps derating. I noticed that quite a lot. I noticed how much the 57 derails a lot around certain points of this track because this now is based on third and mostly fourth radius curves, but with a few pieces are flaky gap. But there's most of it's not, because obviously the locomotive itself focusing on the fourth radius curves for the type, the very gentle curves, and that will be on the proper layout too. The proper layout is going to have a lot of fourth radius curves, even if it's on a smaller board. It's easy to deal with, and that's the reason why I'm basically basing off a hair's run as well, because it will be easy to deal with in the long term, because you know you can go around with your track magic, and you can basically go along going with the brush and give it a good scrub over to clean it. But on a proper table, this size is just really difficult, which is a little bit of a nuisance to deal with. But it's just a little bit of a pain in the bum to deal with a lot. So how's his 7 doing? You haven't seen her in a while, so I thought I'd bring her out, give her a run, get her running like a dream again. And she seems to be off camera today since I got her. She's running fine. As I said, she is just a little bit cold and a little bit musty, you know, a little bit moany because obviously she hasn't run in 2 weeks. And also she's probably a little bit out of sync to running on the track. So she's probably a little bit out of play explains actually being back on the tracks after 2 weeks. But she will be back in play on the proper hour, and she'll be put in a heavy training lot by the summer this year, so she'll be doing a lot of heavy work again. I've got to hand it to the people who got those stuff. They've done rather well. It impressed me how easy they can repair something better than me. But they have probably had a lot more knowledge than I have. So they have a lot more experience under their belt better than me. I'm still learning, I'm still trying to understand fixing them. It's just difficult most of the time. Yes, the point's playing up. Seems to be the point playing now. Generally the point doesn't generally play out, but it seems to be this evening it's really playing up quite badly. Just click it back on. She's cold though, she's really